For Dev Diary number 28, we get the Hunters. They start us right off with the Information and Awareness Office. This is an unofficial, official, off-the-books black budget operation. And for a little context, in the Vampire the Masquerade world, they are part of what's known as the Second Inquisition. According to the Paradox VtM wiki, the Second Inquisition comprises agencies from around the world. But since we're in Seattle, we'll talk about the ones in the U.S. Along with the IAO, there's First Light, a group originally comprising CIA and NSA operations, but apparently is now expanded to be much more. They do a lot of black site and experimentation on Kindred. And there's the FBI's Special Affairs Division. However, it seems like we're only going to see the IAO in Bloodlines 2. Heading up the IAO operations in Seattle is Agent Baker. She is apparently quite dedicated and quite good at eliminating vampires, and has the respect of those working under her. So who are these guys? Well, according to Project Art Director Ben Matthews, they're some of the toughest dudes we're likely to face. They have high-end military-grade hardware, they have body armor, they have tactics, and the Chinese Room have coded them so that they work together. Their ranged attacks are more accurate than other enemies. They'll use tactics and weapons to flush you out of hiding. They have specially adapted weapons like thermal batons that if you block them, you will take damage. And they're using phosphorus grenades as well. They'll use sniper crossbows as well as sniper rifles, and they apparently like to fit explosives to the end of crossbow bolts. Senior game designer Martin Akers says one of his favorite tactics is to take those crossbow bolts, catch it, and throw it back at the enemy before it has a chance to explode. We did see this as a tactic in one of the previous videos. They give us an image with several of these hunters. I must say, not exactly thrilled with the glowy eyes and the glowy circle on the mask. The outfits look nice. Why couldn't they have just been all black? Certainly would have made them harder to see and make things a whole lot more difficult in the game, but maybe they'll explain it somehow in the game, or heck, maybe it's actually explained in the lore and I just have no clue, which there's a lot of it I have no clue about. They wanted to make these guys very formidable and different than the other enemies you're going to find. You'll see they are clearly kitted out with body armor. We've got a nice sniper rifle. Looks like it might be a 50. You can see there are those thermal batons. The guy's got a crossbow, a shotgun, and some kind of automatic weapon. Next up, they give us a video with Agent Baker doing a little taunting and a whole lot of people getting killed.
Garlic and holy water are myths. Jury's out on stakes and crucifixes. You crisp up real well with fire or sunlight.
One of the things to note in this is it looks like we have a different Phyre. Taking the best image we can get from this current video and one from a previous video, these certainly look like custom faces. Now, whether this is just a set of presets that you can choose, or if you're actually doing all the little weirdo slider things to make your face, we have no idea, but it looks pretty cool and is encouraging. And we do see an interesting jumping in and out of third person. Looks like it's a case of when you do one of your finishing moves, you go to that third person view and get to watch it happen. And there's a whole lot of action going on. Martin Akers tells it that one of his favorite sections is when you infiltrate the IAO stronghold on Harbor Island. Apparently there are lots of ways to attack this problem, but you will have to be careful because they do use different tactics. They operate in groups, and they have things like searchlights and various other gadgets to make sure they find you. Next up, they talk to us about Santiago. This is a mysterious vampire hunter rumored to have been a member of the Society of Leopold. If you played Bloodlines 1, you'll certainly remember the Society of Leopold. Santiago's apparently prowling around Seattle now, and he has a calling card, the Cross of St. James, thus the name. They seem to indicate that this may or may not be the same person, or heck, it might even be multiple people. In any case, I'm assuming this is going to be one heck of an enemy. Now, rounding out Dev Diary 28, we do not get the usual upcoming Dev Diary 29. Now, what that means, nobody knows. The game's Discord has lots of speculation on it means that it's delayed or that it's going to get a big announcement in one of the upcoming game cons. Either way, it's curious that we didn't get it coming soon. So what are your thoughts? Leave us a comment below. And remember, if you like our content, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.